It's the BP show, it's the BP show, it's the BP batting practice show with Joe and Thomas.
Happy Friday, Renegades fans. Congratulations. You've made it to the weekend. It's the BP show. He's Joe Facile. I'm Thomas Zinzarella. It's game 4 of 6 between the Rome Braves and the Hudson Valley Renegades, the high affiliates of the Atlanta Braves and the New York Yankees. Joe, you happy it's the weekend?
I'm happy it's the weekend. What I'm not happy about, and the reason why I protested the show yesterday, is no steak dinner. I mean, we set that precedent a couple days ago, and then nothing. So I said, if I don't get it, I ain't coming on the show. Yesterday, protested that. I'm back now, but,
no steak dinner.
I'm
I'm
not happy about it, but I'm back.
Yeah, last time we were in the booth 2 days ago because of the rain. It has stopped now. It has started to, sun started to peek out as well. So if you're on the fence about coming to the ballpark,
come.
From what I've heard, Tyson Jeffers, GM of the Hudson Valley Renegades, says rain is done for the night. That's what he told me. So he's probably the most accurate weatherman I think we have in the front office, because I know we have a special handy-dandy app that is right most of the time. 99% of time.
I looked at the radar. There's nothing anymore unless there's a pop-up. So we're fine.
We're fine. Yeah.
Come to the game. If you have tickets, come because we're gonna play.
Yeah.
Don't not come because we're not gonna play because it rained at 2 p.m. We're gonna play. I'm looking at the field right now. It's getting worked on. We're playing
anyway. So we're
playing.
Worked on just the 2 areas that need be.
So if you have tickets, come. If you're thinking about tickets, come. There's fireworks after the game. There's fun.
There is
food.
Great times.
What else? I was looking for something that started with an F, and you went good times and good company. I was on
Fanfare.
Food, fun. I don't want to say family because that's a Sunday thing. Friday night's no place for a family at the Renegades. I'm kidding, of course. Every night is.
Oh, yes.
A place for a family at the Renegades. Fiesta. Sure. All right, we'll think of something by the end of the show that can top that.
Maybe next Friday we're gonna just rule out the dictionary and synonyms, all with F's for family and fun on Fridays, and we're just gonna roll out a lot of alliteration for you. Roll it right off the tongue as well. But Renegades today going for their 3rd straight win after winning yesterday in extra innings 5-4. Let's roll those highlights. Right-hander Zach Messenger got the ball yesterday. Started off pretty darn good in the first inning. Got a big strikeout here. And the runner at second base. And there's a breaking ball. Catches. And Ogun's looking. And then this was one of the turning points of the ball game. First 2 men reach in scoring position. Line drive out to left field. Richardson comes up firing home. Adam Zabrowski hosed at a home plate. Big double play. And which then Messenger would get out of the inning with the strikeout. Felt like the biggest play of the game up until that point, and one of the biggest plays in the game in general.
It was. It set the tone early on, and poor Brandel Mosqueda yesterday hit into 4 double plays. One of just 2 players since 1975 that we know of that hit into 4 double plays in a single game. It's a tough one, but Zach Messenger was rolling along, racked up the strikeouts last night. He had 7 across 5 innings and was really strong throughout the night, and the Renegades finally got him a lead in the bottom of the 5th inning with runners on the corners. Eduardo Torrealba, deep fly to center field. Kevin Kilpatrick able to make the grab, but Grant Richardson hustling home. Renegades go up 1-0 on the sac fly for Eduardo Torrealba.
Yeah, very next inning. This is where the Renegades started to create some separation. Alexander Vargas turns at an inside fastball. That's laced out in towards right center field. That will score another. Hudson Valley extended a lead to 2-0. But the biggest play of the game offensively, Grant Richardson hits a towering fly ball out to right field. Mosqueda lost the ball, starts waving his arms. He says, "I can't find it." Kilpatrick races after it. Richardson, though, is going to come all the way around to score inside the park home run. Look at that. Just gets out of the tag. Ball was dropped nonetheless, but the Renegades 3-run 6 led 4-0 at that point.
Always loved the hustle from Grant Richardson, and just such a tough time of the night that came in, and Mosqueda just had trouble tracking that ball down. Meanwhile, Rome got on the board against Luis Velasquez in the top of the 7th inning, got a little bit closer after the
Double from Nacho Alvarez.
Right, the double by Alvarez ended up getting down to third base on the throw home. Rome made it 4-1 at that point. They even got another run a little bit later on in the game. We'll see in a minute, but Carlos Gomez in the ninth inning, strikeout, and then a single that just got over the top, and things would get a little interesting here in the ninth inning.
Yeah, they did. Spencer Henson at first needed his moon shoes there, get a little bit more lift, just narrowly missed it. Hit batter then on Kilpatrick, and so then places two men on base. Line drive, right field, that's a base hit. And so they keep the line moving along here in this top of the ninth inning. And then McCabe, a slow roller first base side. Gomez, all he can do is just step on the bag. So that scores a run. Runners on second and third, but now have two outs in the inning. This is a really tough play by Vargas. I think he would have been safe nonetheless on the throw. Ends up scoring two and ties the game at 4.
Yeah, an infield single bringing in 2 runs for Rome as Nacho Alvarez hustling all the way around third. Able to get in and score without the throw. Carlos Gomez struck out the next batter to end the inning, but damage done. We're tied at 4, ended up going into extra innings. Renegades turned a huge double play with runners on the corners and nobody out in the top of the 10th inning. That then got 2 outs and kept the runner on third. Then with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 10th, Spencer Henson hit on the hip with that pitch, forces Ben Cowles in. Renegades send everyone home happy last night. 5-4, extra inning winner.
Indeed, their third walk-off of the season. Antonio Gomez got the Gatorade. Another Gatorade. We've got lime Gatorade. Okay, that's a good flavor. I enjoy that.
You don't want to waste that.
I don't want to waste that. I would take an extra cup or so of that. One of my favorites. 5-4, though. Renegades winners after they stave off a 3-run top of the ninth inning by the Rome Braves. So Spencer Henson been a part of a walk-off wild pitch. He scored back in early May against Wilmington. Walk-off hit by pitch this time. So he's been a part of 2 of the 3 walk-offs this season at Heritage Financial Park.
Yeah, and that one came after Rome had intentionally walked the bases loaded a couple of batters earlier. They got 1 out of it, but then Henson, that's part of the danger whenever you do that is you create a walk, a wild pitch, a hit batter can force in a run, and that's what ended up happening there in the bottom of the 10th inning. Renegades have won 2 straight. Greensboro Grasshoppers won last night as well, and so Hudson Valley maintains a 1-game lead over Greensboro with just 6 to play in the division.
Yeah, there's a look at the standings. Again, 2 more wins, but obviously the win percentage is what we'll be looking out for. Start to dwindle down. Final 6 games of the 2023 first half of the South Atlantic League season.
And you can see with the standings the way they are, only the final 2 teams, Wilmington and Brooklyn in the north, Asheville and Hickory in the south, have officially and mathematically been eliminated. Rome could be eliminated from first half contention tonight with a loss. Rome's got to win out, and Winston-Salem and Greenville both have to lose out for Rome to keep themselves alive in the playoff picture. Doesn't look like any potential elimination scenarios in the north tonight, though. Aberdeen kind of hanging on by a thread. They picked up their 30th win of the season last night with a win over Brooklyn, but the north has been so competitive this year. So many good, well-balanced teams that have just kind of gone at it, and really both divisions have been that way. It's been a lot of fun.
Indeed, they have, and talked about the roster moves yesterday that Hudson Valley made with the right-hander Chase Hampton today. Made 2 more. Josh Bro, who was the man who was intentionally walked yesterday in that 10th inning, ended up fulfilling his rehab assignment and was transferred back to AAA Scranton. And then today, another rehabber, minor league rehabber, which we will see returning to Hudson Valley. He will make his debut of the 2023 season tomorrow.
Yeah, Matt Sauer, rehabbing an arm injury last year after he went up to AA Somerset and pitched really well for the Patriots after starting off with Hudson Valley last season. Had a 17 strikeout game in Somerset, then went down with an arm injury, had surgery during the offseason. Now he is back. A couple of games in the FCL to start his rehab. One was not so great. The second was much better. And so, look, when you talk about these rehabs, the results and what happens, doesn't really matter. I mean, for all we know, it's something where they say, hey, just go out and throw nothing but your fastball today. And that's why it wasn't great. probably not exactly that extreme, but for Sauer, a guy who was one of the best starting pitchers on the Renegades last year when he was here. Really excited to have him back, and for as long as he'll be here before he completes his rehab and is off to Double A or wherever he'll end up being assigned when that rehab is over.
Indeed. Speaking of pitchers, let's take a look at the starting pitching matchups today. Juan Corella, number 29 prospect in the New York Yankees system, according to MLB Pipeline. He will get the ball today for the Hudson Valley Renegades opposite of the right-hander Ian Mejia, 11th round draft pick by Atlanta last year out of New Mexico State, out of the WAC conference.
That's whack.
Yeah, whack.
Anyway, Juan Corella has been really good, especially as of late for Hudson Valley, racking up some big strikeout totals his last couple of starts. Mejia, Renegades saw him down in Rome earlier this year, turned in a pretty good start for the Braves, and so looking to see what the Renegades lineup's able to do against him the second time around, and how he adjusts from what he did the first time to show some different things, from the pitcher that he was back in April. So really looking forward to this pitching matchup tonight.
Yeah, Corella's first time against Rome, too. 5 2/3 shutout and hitless innings. Allowed 3 walks, did strike out 8, though. So Corella had his A-plus stuff that day, looking to duplicate that here tonight.
Yeah, that was the week that he was named South Atlantic League Pitcher of the Week. Renegades took a no-hitter, I believe into the 8th inning in that game down in Rome. So it was a really great game, and one of the signature games of that 2-week road trip down south to Rome and Greenville. And so Corella, Rome's going to want to, prove that, hey, we can hit you this time out, but we'll see. He's going to have to bring his A game again tonight.
Indeed, we'll have to see. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both sides now, and with the lineup that Juan Corella will face, starting with the Rome Braves here tonight. A few players inserted back into the lineup, more towards the bottom order, in Steven Paulini. But Kilpatrick's speed at the top of the lineup still there with Nacho Alvarez. Drake Baldwin had the day off yesterday. He's back in. McCabe was batting third, slides down to fourth, and Geraldo Quintero also wasn't in the lineup yesterday.
That's fun. I like using the microphone to point.
Welcome to the indoors. We like being indoors. Let's take a look at Hudson Valley's lineup and how they will face Ian Mejia today. Spencer Jones, usually everyday center fielder, still in the lineup, but day off from the field, he will be the DH. Anthony Garcia didn't play yesterday. He's in the lineup. Gomez will be your catcher with, again, Josh Bro, minor league rehabber, back up to AAA Scranton. Grant Richardson inside the park home run yesterday. See if he makes that 2 games in a row. And Luis Santos, Kyle Battle, 2 players we haven't seen yet in this series, getting some starts today on this Friday night.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing those guys in the lineup, as Luis Santos has been a really nice spark plug whenever he's been in there this season.
Great glove.
Yeah, and Battle is a guy who can really run into one. We saw some of that power on display toward the end of the year last year, looking to see it come around this year and possibly tonight.
Yeah, we'll have to see as well what's going on tonight at the ballpark. Some power. You speak of that. How about fireworks tonight after the game presented by Friendly Auto Group? Tom Morello will be stopping by broadcast as well. You'll probably see him around the ballpark. We'll see what type of a car he brings out today behind
I don't know if Tom's going to be here, actually. It's somebody else who's going to be on the radio tonight. So I don't know if that means Tom's not here or he's sending one of his mini Toms or his minions up here. But hopefully they'll have the sweater vest and we'll see what...
and the jokes.
I don't know about the jokes, but we'll see. At least the sweater vest.
Yeah, we love seeing the sweater vest, definitely for sure. That's also going on again at the ballpark. Scout night tonight as well. See a lot of local Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Cub Scouts. All whoever's going to come out to the ballpark. Local troops as well.
And even some baseball scouts, I think, are going to be watching this one.
Baseball scouts, a lot of scouts.
Yeah.
Any other scouts we can think of?
Our official scorer was a scout once upon a time.
Indeed, Dennis Sheehan. Shout out to him. We're going to name drop him as well. But any other scouts? I don't know, other type of...
There was a car called a Scout at one point. It was like a little mini station wagon. Maybe that'll be here. That would be great if we could have scrounged up one of those like international scouts.
Yeah, we should have. Yeah. Maybe we'll watch the movie The Scout. You ever seen that?
No. I heard it was pretty bad, though.
Yeah, well...
Yankees the one with Clint Eastwood?
No,
a Scout?
No, that's... what is that one? I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, that actually involves the Braves too. Shoot, what is it? It'll come back to me. I've seen it before though.
Yeah.
I think John Goodman's in it as well. So Yeah, he is.
Babe Ruth?
As well. But we talk about Hope Week every single game this week, or every day and game this week on the BP show. Again, that continued today as well, and will be continuing throughout the weekend. But
It's actually going on right now, I believe.
is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's an event. Well, there is an element of the event going on right now.
Okay. Good to know. So there you go. We'll get inside on the BP show. That's why you watch the BP show every single day on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're watching the game. But first, we mention Scouts. Now,
Yes.
got a game for you, Joe.
All right, what do we got?
Can you name? Look at
That's
that.
the same picture we use for everything else.
Just with some camp gear around. We're gonna go camping
Sure.
out
I got a
in
backpack
the woods
on.
in the Hudson Valley. I don't know where to camp around here, but we could find a campground.
I'm not a camper. I don't
Yeah, we're gonna try to have you set up a tent before, but
listen. I
weather
pay
permitting.
through the nose for rent. I don't need to go
Go out in the woods.
sleep outside. You know,
Fun. Get to experience
The
nature.
seal of
to experience nature. And
Oh, there it is.
sleep.
The
Oh, hey.
seal of disapproval. It has come out.
I
Camping.
love that graphic. That's great. I gotta come out against more things just to have an excuse to throw that up.
I'll just get them out of you then. I'll just anything I know that
You
I
know what else
personally.
grinds my gears?
Yeah, whatever
Camping.
grinds your gears.
All right.
But some stuff we'll just find out as well.
Let's see these merit
Yeah,
badges.
let's see these merit badges. Okay, first one.
What do we got?
Figured you might know this one.
It looks like a golf ball on a tee. So I'm going to say this is a golfing merit badge.
That is. That's the golf merit badge.
Okay, cool. It looks
Okay.
French. it's
That's
the
a-
guy. It's the
that's a
merit
scout.
badge when
That
you
is-
play for the New Orleans Saints.
That is the scout logo. Okay, second one.
Building a fire.
No. You were
Those
just
are
talking
lo-
about it. We were just talking about it.
The New Orleans Saints.
No, not them. Before that.
Camping.
Exactly, camping. So for those who don't know, I'm an Eagle Scout. So as
Sure.
Phil in the production room, third generation Eagle Scout I am. So
Wow.
camping is one of the. That's why it has the white on the outline of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's required in order to retain the rank of Eagle Scout. So
You
that's
see, I was a Boy Scout for about 2 weeks, and then I'm like, all right, I can't make all the meetings. I'd rather.
It
not.
did get down on the wire for me because you have to get Eagle before you're 18. I was basically the closest there.
17
was
and
life.
364.
Well, it was about a month before I turned 18, but I was life, which is the step just below Eagle Scout, my freshman year, and in the spring, let's just say baseball, basketball, cross country practices all got ahead of all that. So
Well, at least
it
we
got
both
tough,
were
but I still got
Weebelos
it.
at one point, so we got that going for us. All right, what's our next
Joe's 2 for 2 so far. Here's another Eagle required one.
one? Church.
I don't think you can get this one. Citizenship in the community. So you have to get. There's also a new one now. I forget what it is.
It's a very
but it was
specific.
Citizenship of the community, nation, and world. So the nation has like the Liberty Bell on it. It's got red, white, and blue. The world is just a giant globe. So
Citizenship in the world. So what do I got to do? Like buy the world a Coke or something like that?
to do some good, you have to fly somewhere in Europe.
Oh no, I have to go to Europe to get my
Whoops.
Eagle Scout. Sorry,
All
we
right.
gotta go. I don't have $2,000 for a trip
Whoops.
to Europe, so I can't be an Eagle Scout. All right, what do we got?
I actually had this one. I was in the Boy Scouts. One of the easier ones, I think.
Is this a
Giant
Alright.
pile of stuff.
toys, toy making, being an elf,
Collections.
just collecting things?
Collecting things.
Ah, you get this one because I have like seven.
The baseball cards.
I have all.
I think that's why I got it.
I have all
Baseball cards.
50 state quarters. I have a collection.
Well, I might see one of those later as well.
A coin collector one?
There it is. Coin collecting. Yeah, we'll give it to you. I had that
collecting.
one as well. That was an easier one. Oh,
Yeah, I got this jar of nickels. I'm collecting coins. And
Well,
then I
because
take
you have
it,
to get the
Then I
ones
take
that
it
are-
down to the bank and I get the rollers. And
Let's get all all 50 states. Then they came with the national park ones. So I think when I was in high school, that's when they were
Wow.
unveiling those. Then in the book that it held on, it could be from the Philadelphia Mint or the Denver Mint. Obviously, both and I East Coast guys. We had a lot of the Philadelphia Mint, not many from the Denver Mint out here on the East Coast.
Oh,
so,
you're,
yeah, we're gonna delve into that. Philly for sure.
So wait, you needed a Denver Mint for all of the
Well,
coins
no,
to get this one?
I think you just had to have a certain amount of coin collecting, but that was part of the collection. It's
Yeah.
just there's
All
like
right,
those
okay.
books you can buy.
Yeah.
So that's why they differentiated it between two.
Seems
of
like the
those.
Boy Scouts just want you to collect stuff. That's what I'm getting.
Well, you don't
from
have
this
to
so
earn the merit.
far.
You don't have to earn it. It's just I have to get a certain amount of merit badges in order as well. It's just one of the easier ones. It's like, oh, I got this one.
Compass.
Yes. What do you do?
Reading a compass.
Orienteering. Funny story. My brother.
Orienteering.
Orienteering. Yeah.
That sounds like a Disney Channel made up word. If you Imagineer it, you can do it. Like.
Well, my brother was orienteering a few of his buddies out on a camp trip and a competition. He orienteered them in the middle of a lake in Connecticut in December. It was not where it was
Is
supposed
your
to be.
brother an early GPS?
Well,
It says to turn left.
My other brother was the better one, orienteer, and he's in the Army, so God bless.
Is that also what you do when you are like giving someone a tour of a college?
You
Like
orienteer.
I'm orienteering these new students.
Orientation, yes.
Yeah.
I was an orientation.
It's when you give an
as well.
orientation. So
Pretty
you're an
much.
orienteer.
I am an orienteer.
Wow.
I'm not good with a compass and a map, but
Well, so then
I
you
was-
didn't
I
get
used to
your
give- I
orienteering
used to give
badge,
tours
did you?
at college too, so I was very good at that. I just talk a lot, so people love my stories. This one, okay, so I'll explain it. So you got some money on the left side,
Yeah.
obviously that clock on the right. What do you think it is also required for Eagle?
Time is money.
Put that together, you get personal management.
I was going to say budgeting.
Yeah, budgeting. Exactly. That's basically what the whole merit badge
Personal
was just learning about budgeting.
Ah, yes, the two great
Time
things in life.
and money.
Time and money.
Time is money. That's what my
Right.
high school
So-
teacher said.
It should just be a clock with a dollar sign in the middle of it then, instead of half and half.
You can write to the Boy Scouts of America then about that one.
I don't know if the Mormons would take kindly to my letter.
All right, this
Sailing.
one. Yes, small boat sailing.
Small boat. There's
small
large.
boat.
There's large
Well,
boats.
there are
sailing
large
merit
boats.
badges?
Yeah, we're talking about sailboats here. We're talking about
Wow.
420 boats.
I had no idea that there was
sunfish. Yeah, I used to dabble in sailing. Back
It's
on,
the least surprising thing I've ever heard about you.
back in the days of Cape Cod.
Yeah.
Capsized the boat on purpose a few times. But
On purpose?
yeah.
Why? Why would you capsize a boat on purpose?
Take a dip in the water, you know?
You trying to get a song written about you?
Then you got to wash
The
all
seal
sails.
of
The seal disproven. Not a
Capsizing a boat on purpose is disapproved. Oh, this is easy. This is building your own space program and orbiting the globe.
Space
Easy.
exploration. There we go.
How do you get this badge? You can only get this badge if you're in NASA.
Well, I think you're learning about it. You're not actually going
So
to
then
space.
call it something else. Call it astronomy.
what?
You
We're
don't
gonna-
call it space
We're
exploration.
going off the air later. We're going to look up the requirements for this badge. I'm pretty sure I
The
came close to
seal
that. Yeah,
of
Joe's doing a space exploration.
approval.
What is Joe into? That's the real question.
Space exploration.
All right, let's do the
Or
next
just
one.
call it something else.
You know this one? I had this one. This is like an easy one.
This
You would
is
get
running?
one.
Is that a
Athletics.
foot?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
athletics.
A foot with
This
wings
is
on it.
Basically, I got this in summer camp. All you did was you just played basketball for 5 days a week. Got athletics. You need to run like a mile under a
How do you
certain time.
prove that? You just
just-
go
you
like,
just gotta
oh,
run.
I
You
did
be
it.
competent. You learn it. You know.
No, but like, how do you go to the Boy Scouts and be like, yeah, no, I totally played basketball for 5 days and ran. Like,
Well, you still
what's
had
to
to
stop you from just going and like,
That was easy
like,
for
what are
me
they
when I
gonna
played
do?
basketball.
Like, I get like tying knots,
Yeah.
right? Like, it's like, oh, cool, tie this knot for
Mm-hmm.
me, and then you could prove that you can tie the knot. But like, how do you prove that you know like that you played basketball?
Well, you just learned it then if you didn't. So
yeah, no,
that was
look at me dribble.
Yeah,
I'm dribbling like a.
use your finger pads.
I'm like Muggsy Bogues. Yeah, look at me go. Trumpeting.
Yeah, bugling. We'll give that to you. Bugle's a little bit different than a trumpet.
Yeah, I know, but like, who has a bugle?
Yeah, some people. Someone I knew did. They were big into bugling, and that person was they played taps.
I bet
I
they
couldn't-
did.
yeah.
I
It
bet
was
they
like,
played the
anybody-
heck out of taps. Do they close all the Boy Scout meetings with taps still?
We only did it, I think, when the ceremonies and stuff like that, and summer camp as well. Then
That was always the weirdest thing to me in
me,
Boy
yeah.
Scouts was like, all right, and now to close out this Boy Scout meeting, we're gonna play taps.
We'll play taps.
The military funeral song.
Well, I mean, that's how the Boy Scouts was founded. It was just supposed to be, it was basically like a mini army. Is what it was.
Yeah.
All right,
Train
this
you.
one. I had this one as well.
Fingerprinting.
Exactly. Booyah. Easy one as well. I don't even know what we did on that one. I think we just like
You
looked
you
at
you
fingerprints. I think
you
we
put
did-
your
we did
thumb
have to
on an
put our
ink
thumb on
pad
an
and do
we had
that.
it's like there's
Yeah,
these
yeah,
little
I know how to
lines. Everybody's
fingerprint.
these different lines, and I still don't really.
Well,
know,
there's
but I got
loops,
it.
there's humps, and there's
Yeah.
swirls.
And that's it. Actually, I think it's the last one. Okay,
That's all?
There you go. So
How'd I
there's
do?
some more in there we could have done. I mean, that was 12 of them. I think there's over 130 now. I mean, they're making new ones. Like there's a robotics one. They had one that was new. That was inventing. It had just the wheel. And that's
So you
what
got to
it
just
looked like.
invent something.
Invent something. Like an entrepreneur.
It's a hat.
There is a
Inventing
sales,
badge.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, think of something. I'm like, I mean, you could. I mean,
Wearing
I don't
a
think
polo
I
and
don't think
khakis
I don't think I
badge.
could market it well. I don't think I could make money off it. So
What
that's
about
what I'm all
what about
for.
you sold the most popcorn badge? Do they do that one?
My brother was My brother was the entrepreneur and the sales guy in our family. We used to sell Christmas wreaths, and he would go door to door with wreaths, and he would be the talker at the time. I think I could do better now than when I was like younger. But yeah, he'd always go door to door.
You know what your house is missing is a big, beautiful wreath right on the front door.
Wreath.
Be ashamed. People drive by, they look at you and they go, "Oh, what is this person? They don't celebrate the holidays. They got no wreath on their door.
How
are they supposed to know?"
It was tough too. I had a lot of Jewish friends growing up, so we lived in
It's a Hanukkah wreath.
So yeah, that's we said it. My brother's like, it's a Hanukkah wreath on the door. Take the bow off. Just buy the wreath. So there you go.
Buy the darn wreath.
Buy the wreath.
I gotta move these wreaths. I got
Exactly.
wreaths. I got a warehouse full of
It
wreaths.
came from
I gotta
Canada.
move.
Exactly. We used to have like 150. We go outside
These
our
are
church and
pure
sell 'em.
Canadian wreaths.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like Wolf of Wall Street. Sell me this. Sell me this.
Sell
pen.
me this wreath.
It's like, yeah, it's from Bic. He's like, no. Hey, you write something down. It's like, hey, like you said, you need something on the door. Boom, here you go, Christmas wreath. Because the Girl Scouts had it down. The cookies, one, delicious.
Right.
And you could like
Nutritious
as well. We love them, but they're a better price point. You come up with Boy Scout popcorn. It's like $30 for a bag of popcorn.
Right.
I'm like, see,
Listen.
$4. I know the Girl Scout thing is $5 now for a box.
Yeah, but
Still
shrink those
reasonable.
cookies have gotten so small over the years.
Yeah, see, that's what they're doing. One, inflation. Two, boxes smaller. So one, they're cutting the margins, less cost to make per the box, cookies, labor, everything. So we got to think about things now. So they're making their margins bigger.
Listen,
and
Big Girl Scout is coming for our cookies. I know they're that like
big corporate.
Not even big corporate. It's Big Girl Scout. It's a big elaborate ruse just to sell you cookies.
Yeah, started all the Girl
Boy Scouts are a big elaborate ruse just to sell popcorn.
It is, yeah. And the Christmas wreaths in
Christmas wreaths. That's all it is. It's the big knot lobby.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. People are like, no one sails anymore. No one ties knots like they used to back in the day. We got to teach kids how to tie knots.
Well, I was on my
Don knots, too.
I was on my buddy's boat last weekend, and I did know how to tie the bow line. So I said, hey, I'll hop off the boat, and I will tie the bow line.
I will say that, like, moving... Like,
yeah.
I can tie a clove hitch like you can't believe.
Is one of the best clove hitch.
It is the best,
Valley
and then
area.
it's so easy to just undo it.
You could bring it anywhere, clove hitch.
It's the best. It's great. You can lash anything to anything else.
Yeah, need a couple poles together.
Square knot, boom.
Yeah, square knot. Still use that every day. I mean, it's a Cub Scout.
Double knot. Well, actually, my shoes don't have laces,
Oh,
but
yeah,
when I
tie
wear
my
them
shoes.
that have laces, I double knot them.
Yeah.
I didn't learn that in the Boy Scouts, but it is a
Screw
knot.
up. Yeah, learn how to tie a tie.
I didn't learn that in the
Scouts.
Boy Scouts or Cub Scouts.
I think they did. I didn't really learn
We had
until high school,
clip-ons.
though. Yeah, I only learned in high school, though. It's like, first cross-country meet of the year. They're like, yeah, you need to wear a tie to school. And obviously
For
baseball.
cross country?
Yeah, we used to wear any
Kind of
any
fancy
sports,
school
basically.
you going
It was
to?
public school. They just wore like a shirt and a tie. That was it.
Just a shirt and a tie to high school. That was all.
I mean, just for not every day, just for whenever there was a baseball game or something like that. Yeah, they made us do that.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, learn how to tie a tie. My brother, though, who played baseball 4 years with me,
I'm gonna teach you discipline.
did not learn how to tie a tie until college. He would take the tie, put it over his head, and save it. Then he's like, oh, this is tied once. It'll be tied for the rest of baseball season. So that's how he got by.
Kids these days.
Yeah, kids these days.
Why didn't he just get a clip-on?
Well, clip-ons were frowned upon. Just say
The seal of
disapproval.
approval.
I'll just say there'd be some of your friends might make fun of you for it. So that was
No
definitely
more than you don't know how to tie. Then learn how to tie a tie.
Well,
It's
my
not
brother was
that
a
hard.
lazy back in the day. And
Oh,
now he's in the army,
apparently.
so now he knows how to tie a tie.
Great, we got guys in the army who can't even
he-
tie a tie.
Yeah.
What is this
Look
army
who's
coming
protecting
to?
our country.
Ugh.
My brother.
Out of here.
Go find him. He's in
He's
Hawaii.
a hero. He's a hero.
He's a hero.
He's a hero.
No, but great transition. Now we're going to talk about the Renegades Pick'em contest. So I want a chance
Yeah, right
to win
there.
2 free tickets. We're going from Army
Is
and
that a
ties.
great transition?
Not really. It's
No.
one of my I've had some great transitions this year. People have talked about it and said how great. Tom Morell actually
Who?
Tom Morell on air on Z93 Battle Live app said, "Wow, that was one heck of a transition." I said, "Tom, that's why they pay me the big bucks, But
Yeah, that was you actually saying that to yourself, though.
now, well, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway.
Tom did say it, but talk about Renegades pick time.
Yeah, how we doing with this
A chance
picking
for you to win
contest?
free tickets to a Renegades home game this season. Just pick 3 position players on the Renegades active roster, and you will have a chance to win. Got to beat both Joe and I. Actually, I forgot to prepare for this as well because yesterday we did have our second tie of the season. So there's the point scoring system. Let's first see the standings between Joe and I.
Hey,
Okay, I beat you. So I'm up 3 games to nothing.
only because Tony Garcia didn't play.
Yeah, which now Josh Bro just got called up. So
That's right.
see. You saw the starting laps earlier.
Stinks to stink.
Oh, but you're without Henson today, so
Just today, though.
well,
It's
just
fine.
today. But I just need to win one. So yes. So
Yeah, that stolen base,
19-11.
the stolen base for Rafael Flores last night, looming large.
Indeed, it was. All right, let's check out some of the scores from the fans at home because we had a tie in first. Tom Rensberger.
Oh, and Mark Withowski.
Yeah, sorry, came up just short. All right, so we got to put some. Let me get my pen. We don't have a hat. I got a bag though.
no.
I got a bag. We'll use the bag because we don't have Zach
magic
Neubauer's
bag.
hat.
The magic bag. Actually, we got this cup right here.
Oh, true.
We'll just put it right in this cup. This Renegades souvenir cup. It says "Find Your Fun." It's got all kinds of fun pictures. Let's start ripping off some of the names of people in these pictures. I see
Slam
see
dunk.
Nelvin Correa. I see Juan Corella, Ben Cowles, Pat DeMarco, old friend of the show.
Oh, former Vanderbilt Commodore.
Richard Fitz, Spencer Henson.
So we have a piece of paper. Piece of paper that says Mark. Piece of paper that says Tom. Split pretty much right down the middle.
Mark and Tom, Marky Mark and Tommy Tom. Put them in there.
Put them in the cup.
Put them in the cup. Put them in the cup.
All right. So now I think
picked.
just shake it around. Joe's this is our second all time. We had Zach Neubauer's hat pick. Let's shake it in and out. So you go switch it around again. Alrighty.
Just do it like Yahtzee.
Yahtzee. There we go. Who's gonna win?
All right.
Yeah, you only got one. Who is it? Might be a little scribble. but-
Zach Messenger. No.
Joe Vasile actually won.
Tom.
Tom Rensberger. Back-to-back
I don't know if
days.
you
I
can
think
see
he won.
that. You have,
Well, it was. I wrote it on my my knees, so it wasn't
there it is.
firmly. I forgot to write it though.
Also,
so-
proof that they
Yeah,
both
Mark
didn't
was
say
in there.
Tom. Just in the opposite. I mean, in the
my name is Thomas, so I may have
the
a bias
spirit,
towards Tom.
the spirit of fairness.
Indeed.
There is the one that says Mark.
There's Mark.
Again, lighting makes it a little tough to see, but there it is.
So congratulations.
This
to
is
Tom.
we are about fairness
Indeed
on
we
this
are.
program.
And guess what? If unfortunately, Mark, I know we were waiting to call your name in the winners column now, but chance tomorrow, chance Sunday, plenty of home games left in the season. We're almost at the halfway mark, so you get a whole second half of the season.
That's right.
Just have
34 more, 36 more, including
Yeah.
tonight.
so towards the end of the year, though, I'm guessing those winning tickets roll over towards the next season. Then.
I don't know.
Well, like the last,
I don't
I'm just
make
saying
the
like
rules.
the last day. I don't know. We'll have to,
I
we'll
don't make the
talk to our
rules.
people.
I just enforce them.
Indeed, Joe is the enforcer of that as well. But we'll keep you updated on what happens in the standings between Joe and myself, and obviously you guys and gals at home. So again, if you want to have a chance to win, comment on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're watching before first pitch tonight, which we're on as scheduled, so that's 7:05 around then as well. But chance for you to win free tickets. We'll keep you updated tomorrow. Rome and Hudson Valley continue their series. 6:05 first pitch tomorrow, then 2:05 on Sunday. So BP show at 4:05 tomorrow, 12:05 on Sunday. That's going to do it for the BP show. He's Joe Basile. I'm Thomas Cinderella. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.
Practice show with Joe and